Writers, we just read A Pig for Cliff, and now we're going to practice a strategy we learned about earlier, which was to retell a story. So we're going to pick a piece of this story to retell in our own words. Now, to be able to retell this, we had to have been paying attention to the details. So we're going to look at the story again together and check out the details for what happens first in the story. So here we have A Pig for Cliff, and we see our little tiger friend Cliff pulling his pig Slim, right? And here is where we are introduced to them. So if I were to ask you, what do Cliff and Slim do first? Are they really doing anything here yet? No, it's just introducing the characters. So I'm going to turn the page again, okay? And we're going to see, are they doing something here? Yes. Slim cannot fit in, so come out Slim. Those are the words that are on these pages. What is happening? What do you notice by looking at the details of the pictures? Okay, the first thing they are trying to do here is go in the house. They aren't very successful. So if we were retelling the story, we would say that first they try to go in the house. We can't say they go in the house because they never get there, right? But we can say they try. So let's put that in a sentence together, okay? And since this is our first time working to retell a story in our writing, we're going to do it together. And soon you will be able to do this on your own. Okay, so you should have up at the top the date. Today is September 29th. Okay, so if you need to pause and write that on your journal page, please do that. And now we're going to continue here. Okay, when we are putting ideas of a story together and we're giving their order, we need to indicate that we know their order. And we use that by using words like first, next, then, and finally. We are just going to be writing the first thing that happens. So our sentence is starting with the word first. I'm going to do a capital F, lowercase I, R, S, T. Then because that is just telling the order and is not actually the information we need to share in the sentence, I'm going to put a comma here, which is like a period with a little tell. And that's saying we're taking a little breath, a little break before we share our main idea. So first, comma, what happened? Cliff and Slim try to go in the house. Okay. It's our first time talking about the characters, so we will use their names. Now, Cliff is being a name needs to also start with a capital. So first, Cliff, C, L, I, F, F. Cliff, leave a space, and that's a sight word you should know. Who else is with him? First, Cliff and Slim. This is another name, so we need to start with a capital again. Cliff and Slim try, there's our action word. I still have room here, so I'm going to use my space. If you're out, you go to the next line. We don't ever split a word apart on the line though. So if I start a word and run out of space, then I need to erase it and start again on a new line. First, Cliff and Slim try to, T, O, that's a sight word we should know, go, which is another sight word we should know, G, O, in, another sight word we know, in, the space, the. Look at all these sight words. See how knowing your sight words helps a lot with your ability to read and to write. First, Cliff and Slim try to go in the house. What do we do when we end our thinking? We put a period. Now, if you are ready for a challenge, then you would write another sentence to share what happened next. So I'm going to put next here, but I only want you to put next here if you're going to give yourself a challenge to write a sentence on your own. Next, comma, you could tell me the second thing that happens in the story. You can always go back to the story and listen to it again to check your thinking. But for now, let's just take a peek at the pictures. So if I turn the page, I see that they were on a swing. How could you share that for the next sentence in your journal? Give yourself a challenge if you're feeling up to it, and if you want to stretch your brain extra and write that next sentence as well. Don't forget to turn it in when you're done. Thanks. Good luck.